Go. Hello everybody. Greetings, salutations. Yo, hello and welcome. I'm Bad Luck. Today we're gonna play some more stories, The Path of Destiny. Maybe we'll finally finish the game, maybe we won't. Who knows? I am, as always, joined by Sapphire Angel Bunny. How are you doing, colleague?
Oh no, I is very tired. I didn't sleep so well. But I'm here. I'm really interested in this game, dude.
We have 4 out of 4 truths. I don't know what happened. I figured there should be a pathway that will allow us to go in.
But now you wonder, has it unlocked? Because we have gotten that?
No idea.
I guess we'll find out.
Can't I just... Oh, it is on borderless. You are on borderless, yet I can't move my mouse out of here? Sure. Sure. Show Truth Finder icon. We turned that on, just in case for the next time. Quality. Ooh. Just high. Just apply high. Right. Don't do new game. Woo!
The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas.
You were so close.
It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong, but he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there.
Ooh.
It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course, Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion, and he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Right. Now, I technically have a run I want to do with the Iblis stone.
Do you want to do that, or for the...
I want to go complete evil with the Iblis stone. Because in the end, we, I think, did meditation.
Yeah.
And that went as well as expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we first go for the key run, or should we first go for the Iblis stone?
Go for your full evil run.
The island was windswept desert. No one went there except ostriches and ostrich hunters. The Iblis stone. It would whisper promises in his ear, offer him power for blood. But this time, Reynardo was sure he could master it.
No,
and so, Reynardo went ostrich hunting.
Let's do this.
Every child could sing verses about the Sky Ripper, but ancient codices held hints of other things. A stone that ate souls, a ruby that drank blood, a jewel only a righteous man could give away. Were all these things the Iblis stone? Long hidden in a buried temple? Another ancient item that was only resurfacing now? Drawn up from the deeps by the Emperor's horrific rituals? What could he craft with the materials he had? Reynardo had a pretty good idea, actually.
Yeah, I also have a pretty good idea, actually. But yeah, how is everyone? I hope the volume is okay. The game is relatively a bit loud for me, but I will just be putting my headset a bit lower as my wife sneaks past me with her sushi.
I saw the pictures of the sushi. It looks delicious.
Wow.
There.
The sword felt even colder.
Hanzo would like this.
It's like, ha.
We got all of the swords. And they're all upgraded too.
The stream is a tad lowish for me, but for some reason my audio's been a bit odd
What
and
was he
mega
doing
loud for me.
here? Last time, the stone had fought him for possession of his own soul.
So if you guys notice anything, do tell us.
Yes, please do. Please tell us. Also, I was just lately thinking of maybe doing a some Star Wars games.
Maybe you could do Next Field Republic.
I was actually thinking about that one. The main thing about doing that though, and I was thinking about the Old Republic, you know, the MMO? And then I just got a bit sad.
The Ravens were already
Yeah.
here.
I mean,
clawing in
it's still
frustration.
there.
They were still searching for a way in. Good.
It's just,
And he hadn't come too
I
late.
don't know. I liked my characters, but it lost interest after a
Reynardo felt
while,
like he
and
was
after
bursting
everything
with
got
knowledge.
locked behind
What
payments,
kind?
it's like, yeah, I don't care anymore.
It's not even that, it's, what if it just stops? And that's kind of what I had. Like, I don't want the game to stop.
Well, that's not-
Eventually they'll all do. And that's something I don't like. Why can't they make these games single player?
Swell. He'd always wanted to do that.
I don't know. They figure they can milk off the MMO thing.
Yeah, but after it's done, they should just put the Old Republic single player. Or, you know, co-op peer-to-peer. Because you have to agree, it is just possible to do that with that game.
True. So eventually, like, how are you gonna pay extra for the races that are behind paywalls?
No, they should make it, because if they're gonna do this, they can make them paid anyway. They can make the whole game paid for all I care. I wouldn't mind paying like 40, even 60 bucks for the Old Republic to repurchase it.
Yeah, though I would want to be able to replay my characters, because I think that's one of my biggest issues with games like that is I fall in love with a character and then in the end I finish the storyline and then what do I
Smashing
do?
things was
Raids
fun.
I get tired of.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If they make it single player or co-op, we can just do that. So
Because it would be cool to have
Show me
Selenia
all this.
back.
Now I couldn't really stream that one. I was trying to, but I'm like, a lot of other players will be there, and even if I do it on private, you will always see some of the other players.
Yeah.
I think we saw this, right? Find the stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
I
read
remember
this.
it
Follow
from
the
last-
instruction. Ignore the voices in your head. Yeah. Return
Whereas
to
something
Slayer.
like Knights of the Old Republic has a single player already,
what?
and
How was he outside? Hadn't he taken an elevator into the depths of the earth?
It's actually a very good question.
I think yeah.
Or are we outside?
This world is weird.
Okay, you can't kill those.
Can you guys actually tell each other apart?
I'm glad I caught that coughing fit in time. Oh,
No.
oh that was close. That's not so much.
I was gonna say, they still hit me.
Well, the fire one didn't as much. I thought the explosion was gonna hurt you a lot more.
Yeah, luckily the explosion didn't, but who?
But man, I still haven't really beaten Knights of the Old Republic 2. Because back in the day I could only rent it, and those games were really difficult for me back in the day.
We're showing our
So
age again, Colleen.
Yeah. I'm just embracing it now, I guess. Because those games are fun.
So, what
Remember
you're
when-
saying is I should stream it, and then with you, and then you can make decisions as well.
I mean, why not?
Or we can
I
play
do
co-op.
recommend. Wait, you can play that co-op?
Yeah.
How?
You good? Okay. Just making sure that my wife doesn't die, you know?
There were woodcuts
Yeah,
of
that's good.
amazingly
Gonna check
beautiful
up on.
vixens wearing no clothes at all. And something more useful.
The narrator just say there were woodcuts of amazing vixens wearing no clothes at all in this chest.
Yes.
There had to be some way to use the Iblis stone.
But yeah,
Was
how do you
old, wasn't
co-op?
it?
Knights of the Old Republic 2?
People are so much cleverer
No one.
now. And Reynardo was
Oh, how do
pretty
you do?
sure
Well,
he
still,
was
how do you do
cleverer
it?
than most people.
There's a mod you can use, and then you can be one of the people you have with you.
Hmm.
Stab. I love the fact that we stab
There
doors
was a
to death.
pleasant breeze coming through that door. Had it been
What if they're
closed
not
before?
actually doors?
The mimics.
I mean, yeah, if you can give me that mod, I'll try it.
Oh, do you have the game?
Yeah, I have both Knights of the Old
Ah,
Republic.
yeah, then we can. No, it would be fun to do that on stream as well. A lot of people have actually asked me, and I have seen it in chat a few times, because we were talking about Baldur's Gate, like, oh, why don't you stream Baldur's Gate? Because I first want to, like, play it once.
Yeah, because, see, I won't spoil you. Chat could.
Yes. They actually have almost spoiled me last time as well. Which is not something I, hold them responsible for. It happens.
Yeah. But I might slip up here and there, but I haven't, like,
The Ravens at least
spoiled
did
you
not
to
get
a big
past this
plot.
point. Obviously,
You're
the
slowly
Temple
figuring
Builders
it out
knew
on
how
your
to deal with
own.
Tomb Raiders.
Yeah. So, wow. Because I think, by the way, last time we went full on evil, and then in the end we decided to meditate.
Yeah. Oh, let's go on full on you this time.
Yeah. I was gonna say, let's not meditate.
Imagine getting a horse up in one of these things. He will be cursing a blue streak.
You just... Oh, it's that. Technically, you don't need to do that. You can just go forward.
Oh well.
Rock.
It was a
I eat
stone
me millstone. Oh,
The
it's you
purest
again.
blackness. It reflected no
Some
light,
things.
like a void made solid.
I think my
Nervous,
Steam name should be
he
good.
picked it up. Who
Sure
said that?
can.
It was the stone. Eager. Thirsty. That seemed tempting and terribly wrong. Zenobia was the Emperor's greatest general and a potent witch. But they had been close once, and he had a sneaking suspicion the gem would try to control him.
Yes.
Why not capture the core of Skyripper instead? It was the eye of a lost god torn out by the transcendent Emperor to power his greatest weapon.
I think that's what we did. We combined them.
Said the stone anxiously.
To be fair, I think we did both.
But even though Reynardo knew how evil the gem was, he had a clever plan for dealing
Well, we know how
with
the clever plan went.
Yes.
So we've done all of them.
Oh, I didn't do this one. Thank you.
Why was he listening
Oh.
to a talking
I
rock?
thought there'd be a symbol on
But
it.
the rock had a point. If the stone could truly turn him into a powerful warrior, he could defeat the Emperor with the very weapon the wicked old toad had sought for himself. To be a hero, you had to sacrifice old friends sometimes, especially when they've become enemies.
Now we're gonna go full stone. Not the clever plan to go to the toads, not the thing. We're just...
As he placed the impossibly black crystal in his gauntlet, Reynardo had a sudden vision. Charred fields covered in
We're gonna
dead
try not
ravens
to
below
kill
a
her.
black sun. Was it the time of the lost gods before the transcendent emperor? Was it the future?
And if you did do that one, well...
It whispered.
Oops.
He could feel the stone's hunger for souls. Its thirst for blood. All right, I get it. This was going to be interesting.
Yes, it is. Hello. I stab at thee. With my sword. Stabatha.
Over here, right?
I love that now the chests only have like items in it and no longer ores or anything. And do you know in the top right my ore bar is also just gone.
Well, there's nothing else to really use them for.
Very true.
Unless they'll start unlocking it later.
This was
Like there
the
might
nice
be
part
some
of
other
town.
special hidden thing they might use.
The ravens had been through here. They like to take shiny things home to their nests.
Eat. Eh.
The ravens on Zenobia's island were no match for Reynardo. They screamed as the stones sucked out their souls. And with each death, he felt stronger. Take the power, the stone told him.
I don't know
Like, we're
if we...
totally not getting corrupted.
Yeah, that's why I'm starting to think. I don't know if we did this one already. I've just heard of something that would be cool. That is that you can
What's
keep
behind?
her alive.
number 2.
Zenobia.
Well, I guess we can keep trying. I mean, we have plenty of story stuff we haven't unlocked.
Very true. Now, I don't know if we're gonna unlock it all on stream, but this was just a nice one also to get back into it. Because I haven't played this game for a while. I believe I should tell you all that if you want to see more of this,
Reynardo had
they
been
are
to
on
a
my YouTube
dungeon
channel.
once, where all the
Link
chests
somewhere below.
had teeth and eyes. It had been a short visit. He couldn't do worse with Zenobia than he'd done with the core, could he?
That is true, because the core, remember the chances we got?
Yeah.
That didn't go as planned, did it? Well, it's just energy and health in it. So basically, we are now at a point that we can't
Gogglers.
really die.
Reynardo hated gogglers.
And we don't have to worry
It
about...
was almost impossible.
We haven't
to
gotten
sneak past
gems
them.
anymore
If
either.
one didn't spot you, another one would.
Yep. I think all of our gems are at max.
I like how it didn't care that they just saw the corpse of its fellow whatever they are.
They're gogglers. Which means they are technically like machinery.
Huh?
That's why they don't
Even though it
care.
looks like meat inside.
Yeah. They're basically like minions. They got.
Cool for one.
Zenobia was waiting for Reynardo. She was alone, confident as always. Fire danced at the tips of her claws. Are you here to surrender? She seemed as cocksure as he felt. But she didn't know he had the stone. And I've missed you too, love. He chuckled. She spotted the stone and bolted without another word.
Yeah, we've done this. But that's okay.
So now we just have to choose another pathway with this.
Yes. If I remember correctly, what we should try is to keep her alive. Which, to be fair, is no easy task.
Lovely. Hold up, Holmes.
Oh, I can still wish you luck.
Ooh, piece of parchment. Oh, we did this one too, I think. Yeah, dear Zenobia. If you're reading this letter, you are locked in your chambers. Yeah, from Papa.
Oh, yeah, cause didn't we inform her of it?
Yeah, because we found it. Right. Okay, not gonna lie, the frost sword is one of the better swords. I don't like ice, but being able to freeze people and then shatter them instantly is really good.
Oh, yeah. Now you know why I like it so much in, like, Dragon Age.
Finally, Reynardo caught up to her. He had never seen her scared before. At school, she'd been the determined, brave one. Now her eyes were wide, frightened. He didn't like seeing her this way. Kill her, whispered the stone. You cannot win your rebellion without it. Please. No, said Zenobia. Not that way. Oh, they had been so close once.
Aha.
Could he really feed her soul to his demonic gem? But if he spared her, he would not get the full power of the stone. Oh, how could he be the hero he wanted to be?
We're going to spare Zenobia, because I think that's what the symbol meant, that it was new.
Yeah.
Reynardo hesitated. Zenobia was his greatest enemy. She was the Emperor's daughter and his greatest general, and the single person Reynardo least wanted to remove from this world, especially that way. She was holding her arms out before her, hands fluttering, fending him off with hopeless urgency. Nope. She was weaving a spell. He couldn't move. This thing is evil, she said. She slid the Iblastone out of its slot in his gauntlet and slipped it into a bag. Maybe we can learn from it. She eyed him with a strange, wry, apologetic look. I missed you too. And before he could move again, she was gone.
Well,
Learn
bugger
from
and
the
blast.
Iblastone? What did that mean? Would she take it to the palace or to the observatory on the Nexus? If she thought it was evil, she wouldn't want it in the palace. And, after all, it was evil, wasn't it? Maybe I can outrace her to the observatory, thought Reynardo. Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer.
Now let us do that. Because we already know it's evil. It's pretty evil.
Oh, yeah.
Reynardo felt a little sick. Ever since Zenobia had taken the stone from him, he'd felt an ache that wouldn't go away. He missed it. He wanted it back. He needed it back. Why hadn't he killed her when he had the chance? She was the enemy. He hadn't even seen her in 14 years. Why had he hesitated? You're a sucker for an empowered woman. Reynardo kicked himself. Don't make that mistake again.
She took our precious. And I want it.
I wonder what happens if I go that way.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you agree? She took our precious.
Yep.
I want it. Schwein. Gib. Oh, no birds. How eerily odd.
Yeah.
No birds. No nothing. No stone.
Right. Who wants to die first?
Oh, there you are. I was beginning to worry.
Yeah, and ice is really good. I hate that it's that good. Oh, read. school, we learned the gospel of the transcendent emperor. The last divinity of pills, the sky. Would banish the evil gods. What could this mean? I even thought that time is simple. Yeah, we've done most of it. I think we've read like most of the things.
So I am curious with all the other stories that we haven't unlocked.
Yes. I think they're just different paths, and we can eventually do them all. If people want to and want to see more of this.
Well,
Maybe I'll just be able to record them all and just make one super episode out of it on YouTube.
in just a moment.
Well, it ceases just a moment. I don't have to be quiet. I can talk to you guys. Hey, how you all doing?
Well, now I'm back.
Hope you guys are enjoying these games as much as we are. I mean, I really like them.
Plus, it's a choose-your-own-adventure as plot, so I like those as well.
Yeah, I love choose your own adventure books. I haven't had one in a while.
Oh, me neither. I wonder if my library has any of them.
I used to pick them up as well. Also, by the way, showing our age, because I don't think anyone like younger has ever had a choose your own adventure.
Zenobia thought the stone was evil.
Oh, we should ask
it?
Chips
Well,
next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he still longed to have it back. He'd felt so good killing
Considering
ravens
he
with
is
it. And yet,
baby
he
compared
felt
to...
unclean ever since he'd touched it. She confused him. She'd made him want to be a better fox. And then she'd abandoned him. Never telling him she was the Emperor's daughter. Never contacting him since. Well, who was she to tell him the stone was evil?
A sorcerer, a wizard, a person, a scholar, a person with eyeballs. I don't know.
Also, do you guys have Highlights
What did you
magazine
do if
over
one of
there?
these platforms stalled?
No. At least not.
Uh,
No.
But do you know what Highlights are?
No.
It's a kiddo magazine where it talks about articles and has crafts and whatnot in it and trivia. And I grew up with them, and like Chips also said he grew up with them. And I'm like, you dude, he only thought he was surprised they were from in my generation too. And then I looked it up. They're from the 40s. And he's like, they're that old? I'm like, yep. I didn't remember that far back, but I knew they were around far longer than me.
Zap zap. Blap. Can we go there? No. Ooh, chest. Get just health. You know, something I didn't need. I wanted energy. Speaking about energy. Minecraft noises. Sip of my
I
energy.
got it. I haven't drank it yet because I don't want to drink it this late, but I got Monster Killer Brew coffee energy.
Ooh. Have you ever read the Rio cans of Monster? Those are green.
The
I
scientists
think
and
I have
toads were
that one.
pointing arcane instruments at the stone and looking at it through prisms and reflections.
Mine, said Reynardo as he took back the stone.
Well, we need it for science, croaked the toads. So he killed them. He felt better immediately. Smarter, too.
Uh-oh.
I thought you would never come for me, whispered the stone. Then, a far speaker toad croaked in something like Zenobia's voice.
Reynardo, leave the stone with the toads. It will swallow your soul. You'll kill everyone you love.
That did seem vaguely familiar, but Reynardo had an army to lead, an empire to bring down.
Let's go lead the rebels.
Whispered the stone. It was right. Wasn't Zenobia the Emperor's greatest general?
Yeah.
Wasn't Reynardo fighting for the rebellion?
Yeah.
Of course you wouldn't want him to have it.
No.
Added the stone. You know what? I would, thought Reynardo. Or maybe he said it out loud. He would go see the council and lead their armies to victory. All he had to do was call them on the far speaker. Ah, damn. Well, wouldn't they be surprised anyway?
All you have to do is tell him on the far speaker.
The
You
ruins.
killed the far speaker.
Reynardo had
Yep.
come there as a kid when it was still the fabulous city of Ubar. Before the Emperor's ravens had come to pillage ancient books from its library and destroyed it. Now the rebel council lay hidden underneath the ruins. And between here and there, all these ravens to kill. They deserved it for what they'd done to the city. And the faster he could kill them, the more of a rush they gave him.
Well, let us open the door. Birds. Give me energy. Thank you.
It
Like,
was
give me more energy.
definitely easier to fight inanimate objects.
Yeah, but it's less fun to fight inanimate objects.
Like runaway bird.
Ow.
He missed her. Not Zenobia. Hypatia, the kid's mother. Reynardo had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic books, or that Hypatia would know anything about them. He missed her.
Wait, are we the kid's father? Remember that kid in the beginning?
Could be?
I mean, it could be anything.
Yeah, true. I like how you were just kicking the air there.
Yeah, I was stuck. I couldn't go anywhere. I was just stuck.
Tried to be nice to Zenobia, not killing her and
But it
all.
was kind of funny.
What did she do? She stole the gem from him and made him kill all those scientists. Next time she'd see.
Yes, he definitely made me kill all those scientists, right?
Totally.
Give me energy. Thank you. Yeet. Yeetson. Open. Now before we go in,
Had that door been opened before?
I got a little bit of energy.
yeah. Good. Oh. Oh. Right. We're now here.
This
Technically,
was
we don't really
much
need to go.
easier than free climbing.
We don't really need to go like chest hunting anymore.
But it's always good just for like energy. Or maybe there might be something special we don't know about.
True, true. And then we keep finding it. Can I change my... No, I need to do it at a thing. Platform or up?
Whispered the stone.
Platform it is.
Reynardo knew how the stone felt. Each raven he killed gave him a little jolt of pleasure. But he could only kill them so fast, and the pleasure wore off too quickly. Hopefully soon he would face a more powerful adversary. Whispered the stone. But not with a bunch of mangy ravens.
Okay, is this something new?
Punish, terrorize, humiliate. The masses have been raised by a fist led by a handful of nobles with too much ambitions. It is envy. That the power that I seek is something they want for themselves? Are these criminals who want to steal from us? There is no punishment for such death. There is but one punishment for such a crime. Death. Make an example of their leader. Execute one who dares follow them. Or is it fear that the sacrifices I would be making would extend to them? The war for survival. Show them the true meaning of fear. Strike them fast and strike them hard. Make them suffer. Burn everything they hold dear. Or is it pride? The meaning of those sacrifices will forever escape their comprehension. They want inclusion. I say in my decisions. This arrogance cannot be allowed. Take those who surrender to the salt mines. Let their lungs fill with corrosive dust. Let them betray one another for scraps of food. Let the children watch as they fall into savagery. Let the rebellion without mercy. Punish, terrorize, humiliate. Emperor Isaac Rim III, War Minister. That was indeed new. I don't want to read it again, thank you. I'm not one for reading. Who would read? What do you think? I'm a nerd?
I like reading.
Nerd.
I like reading. Yeah.
So we have the... Oh, yeah. So we have these gems, and I think all of them are at max level, which is, I think, also I got the treasure hunter away from it. So you have attack speed, energy, and your hits cause shield grounds to take damage and propel away their shields by projectiles. Ow. Worth it though. Oh look, a library.
Oh. I like me a library.
Nerd.
You know that's not an insult for me.
Bet you never saw that coming.
Ow.
Oh no, you got laser beamed to death.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize there'd be so much lasers. I saw like the one and I'm like, ooh. Look at how many there are.
They're the librarians trying to keep the library safe.
Whoa. Let me just pinball past here.
If the other one gets to live.
Well, I can't get to him because he's behind the bars. See?
Oh, okay.
He's behind here.
I didn't notice it was completely dark, so that's why I couldn't see if there was a path or not.
Oh, if there was, I'd be in there. Let me in there. Ooh.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Pinball through here. And let me open this door.
Let me in.
That's not the door I was opening, but sure.
You tried to open that door.
Open.
This chest smelled kind of funky. He hoped he didn't get it in his clothes.
The funky smell.
As he reached the secret entrance, he was shocked to see Zenobia talking with the council. She bore a white flag. The council has betrayed you, whispered the stone.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing here, love? Reynardo demanded. Come for the brown muffins?
She's worried about you,
Croaked the council speaker.
we all are.
You're not yourself, Zenobia said. Before they could get into the rest of the intervention, he leapt at her. Unfortunately, the council speaker blocked him, so he slew her and the other council members. I'm not giving up, cried Zenobia as she darted off into the ruins. I think I just killed the entire rebel council, said Reynardo.
See how much power they've given you.
But they were on my side, weren't they?
No one is on your side, except for me.
Oh, that's not
He
creepy.
set sail for the fleet. There, at least, there would be enemies to kill.
Also, I know it's just for illustration, but it is kind of funny seeing you look like
Unless
your
that was the
entire ship is
Iblastone
just a
talking.
chair to you
He could
Yeah.
never be
in
sure.
size.
Anyway,
It is. Have
who
you seen the
needed
original?
other rebels here? They'd only get in the way. A true hero
But just like that
fights
little
alone
picture.
after he's got all his friends
It's
killed.
kind of funny.
Current objective: kill Zenobia. Pardon? We never actually got like a current objective in the screen, haven't we?
No, this wasn't the path you wanted.
Let me stab this door.
Reynardo had a feeling that was the back door to something. But what?
It's good. It's good. It's very cold here. Yeet. That's cool. Yeet. Eh.
You gotta eventually get over there.
The world was so beautiful. Everything was glowing, breathing, alive. Except, okay, the ravens he'd killed. But the wind was alive, like a million fingers caressing his hair. He'd never felt so powerful. He'd never felt so sexy. Somewhere down the path would be the Emperor. Reynardo would slay him, most powerful man in Erda. And the Iblastone would give Reynardo all that power. And he would be Emperor. Then he would set everyone free.
Ah, power-hungry megalomaniac.
It's a versicle!
Vertical.
Oh no, we're punning now.
Yeah. I mean, this game has already had puns. And you've grown at every one of them.
Sorry, mustache, thought Reynardo.
There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot about this big bird. Right.
At
Let's go.
last, he was face to face with Zenobia. She was still unarmed. No fire crackled from her claws. Excellent. Kill her, whispered the stone. He raised his sword for the killing blow.
Is this what you really want? She asked. Or is it what the stone wants?
Good question.
Think of the power, insisted the stone.
I don't want to kill you, he told Zenobia, his arm still raised. I know. But he could not put the sword down. It wants blood, he told her. I know. Oh, help me, he said. She stabbed herself. Take my blood, she said.
You mustn't.
Cried the Iblis stone. Oh no! Why did you... He ran to embrace her, and she plunged her bloody dagger into his heart. Why? He said. We'll be together in the halls of the valiant, she said. I love you, he said. Thank you. And the Iblis stone screamed, and then it began to glow. It burst into flames. It burned like an ember. And then it was ash that blew away in the wind. And Zenobia and Reynardo died in each other's arms.
Well, that was not the...
Again?
But he already had all the secrets he needed. He was sure of that. He must have not used them the right way. What was the best, worst mistake he could make? Probably trusting that traitor Lapino.
So this wasn't the ending that I thought I would get, but, you know.
But still, damn.
The book's pages fluttered to the beginning once again. Faster than before? And he fell. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose.
Time to do a key run.
The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret
go.
rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Reynardo knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster.
And it
Maybe
did.
he could find a way to use it. To take its power without surrendering to its wickedness.
No, we
And
can't.
also,
No.
his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Of course. Reynardo had a pretty strong suspicion that Lapino had betrayed the rebellion. And he had a gut feeling that he needed to use that to his advantage.
Right. This time we'll go after
Reynardo
Lapino.
finally realized that Lapino was a traitor to the cause. And maybe Reynardo could use that somehow.
Hey, there's a brand new option.
Let's try it.
Reynardo couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lapino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Reynardo could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
Well, let's go then. I thought they were still
How
only
had they
fighting
come to
birds.
this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Reynardo out of prison at least 4 times, and Reynardo had rescued
Like,
Lapino
what
from at
other
least
enemy
2
would we
lynch
really
mobs.
have, though?
Dogs?
Well, apparently you're only allowed to, like, unalive them off screen.
You know, I might try to be kid-friendly, but you can't just say that we killed them, because we have.
I know. But saying unalive is funnier. And I guess I got used to it with all the weird regulation sounds they keep having.
I'm starting to think that sometimes they go a bit too far, though, because some stories I can't even read on the
Reynardo
internet.
felt but he'd always felt that the rabbit
Oh, yeah.
resented him. Lapino was
But I say
hilarious because he was
unalive
so
because
down
it's
on
funnier
himself and everyone
mostly.
else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
I love that the narrator is talking to us, but the subtitles didn't pop up.
No. Things are getting more warped. I don't know.
You just stab a door.
Ah.
Perish. Hi, Lapino. Hi, what feels good to me? Hi, what I'm gonna set free tonight.
Reynardo hoped his mother wasn't watching.
I love that I got the time slow as well. It's difficult to procs, but once it does, it's really cool.
Wonder why it is difficult to boot up, though.
You need to do a
Is it
perfect hit. As soon as they attack you, right before they hit you, you need to hit them.
Yeah, I probably couldn't get that timing well.
That could come in handy in a pinch.
And now we have max health. Try for it. Yeah, like that. Problem is though, that one of them still hit me. Zap. Oh, and I love the ability to dash through people and injure them. But then
Lapino
again,
would
that's an
betray
ability I
him.
always love.
The core was dangerous. Reynardo had a fleeting idea that the two ideas went together somehow. And then it was gone again. Ah, damn ideas. They never stuck around when you needed them.
I know, right?
Yep.
You stab a door. Perish. I'm pretty sure we've read this one as well. Yeah, The Academy. New
Yeah.
Friends. Cool.
It was good to practice your moves, thought Reynardo. Keeps you limber.
Limber, loose, rubber chicken. Hi,
Bloody
Lapina.
and exhausted, Reynardo finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Reynardo didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan to kidnap Zenobia. Reynardo wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Reynardo was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky Ripper was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Okay. Denounce the traitor. I think we're gonna send the traitor to fetch the core.
Reynardo felt like a real hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Sky Ripper's God's
Then
Eye
something
core.
horrible happened.
I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia.
He told the rabbit. "But wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia," said the rabbit. "Right, yeah, that is better," agreed Reynardo. Perfect. The traitor would make sure the Emperor got the core. Now Reynardo just needed the Emperor to use the core. If he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time.
I like that card. I like the frog card.
Right. Now, all Reynardo had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to her father, who was going to blow himself up. It did sound a little risky. But Reynardo had a feeling it would work out somehow.
A little.
It always did.
I'd say it's a little more than just a little.
No, we do have current objectives.
Guess we just didn't remember them.
Yeah, I didn't see them beforehand. Bat. Kept missing with my stick. Don't do that.
Might as well open the chest and we're here.
I was trying to, but I kept like dashing into it and hitting it with a sword. And I'm not Link, so I can't open a chest just by hitting it. I keep kicking him, but that doesn't work. But it's the ice sword's power that kind of
Reynardo
goes
checked
wrong.
to make sure his sword was still working. Yep.
Just like slightly push them back so that when you try to kick, they're not right there.
Yeah, I'm just kind of not in kicking range. Darn it. I went too early.
Reynardo had heard
Oh,
stories
you'll
of a
get some health
dungeon where
back at
chests
least.
were filled with potions and weapons. Fairy tales.
Now what happens? I'm kind of too close to kick.
Yeah, I guess in like a realistic term, if you're way too close, you can't exactly lift your leg to give out enough force.
And an unrealistic turn, I'm just too close to kick.
No.
You know, the game just registers my hitbox going through them.
The ice melts in that particular location to let your feet through. For a second, I'm like, what's happening? Oh, you stepped on a pad that I didn't see.
Yep, I teleported. Like this.
But it's like I was breaking boxes back
Reynardo
there.
was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lupino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught.
They jumped us. I barely got away. Oh, they got the core.
Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Reynardo. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone. Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait. No. The gem would corrupt anyone. Even her. That's it, he thought. Even Lupino. Even though Lupino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor. He would try to make himself Emperor. And the Emperor would have to defend himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius. This is terrible, Reynardo told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis Stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lupino
But
a
now
map.
it is lost.
It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lupino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lupino hopped off with the map.
I said like, oh no, this is terrible. Oh, the kick is of course because we freeze them and then we kick them. So if you
I
don't,
thought that was a...
yeah, so if you don't freeze them, you know, that's why I never encountered the problem earlier.
Reynardo slinked through Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all.
Ooh.
She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was. How sleek. How soft.
That's not creepy at
He
all.
tapped her on the shoulder with his sword.
Tink tink.
She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. Did you really think you could capture me? Purred a familiar voice. I just wanted to chat, said Reynardo. Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice. Someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods. That's a vicious lie.
No,
He wants to bring them back. No, that's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls. And with that, her eyes widened. She understood. Reynardo told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous, eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses. You can't prove that. I've got a witness at the observatory.
Oh, we're doing it, I hope.
Oh.
He couldn't tell her, not yet, why he was really here. He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and Lupino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. Any of this ring a bell? He said. He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you, said Reynardo. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Reynardo had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead kittens and puppies had come to tell him what the Emperor had done to them.
Well, before we continue, it has been a bit of an hour. And as I return to my get ready screen, I am personally going to the bathroom. Have a little bit of a break. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes then.
Okay. You should
Yep.
behave.
See you in 10 minutes, all. go. Hello everybody, welcome back, welcome back. Let us go and continue on the story. I think this is literally the end. Will we finally be making all the good decisions?
Place for a tic-tac-toe board.
Who knows?
So I open up another can of drink. A can of the fluid.
I just have Pepsi and some water.
What, a scary looking man in the onesie told you to get it?
No, because I just like it.
Hey, hello, welcome, come on in, vibe away. Let's see, terribly sorry, need. Sorry, my phone was making noises. I'm like, oh, I'm not here for the noises. You join us at, I think, what's going to be the end of this game. I mean, there are more stories to unlock, but unless people really want to see that. Otherwise, it will be the end. Yeet! Yoink! Yampus!
And I know I'm curious to see what other alternatives there are.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, look, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
Ooh. That's still so creepy.
Yeah.
You resurrected one of the witnesses. Can't actually go there, can I? There is a scroll there. See? Uh-oh. Oh!
Oh. But yeah, how do you even get over there?
I don't know. Ow! Bastard! Eh.
As if there's something to read, there has to be a path over there.
I think so, huh? Maybe it's the way how you teleport in from other places.
Right?
Everybody knew you shouldn't trust a raven further than you could throw one. But that's a good document.
I kind of like that one. Everybody knew you shouldn't trust a raven for as far as you could throw him. But did vertical count? The Ice Blade, by the way, is the one that can take care of those powerful bomb boys without them exploding in my face hole. Because you freeze them.
Also, hello, I.
Why did I was
was a
constant?
burning hulk.
I
Dead
know, but still,
scientists and
hello,
black
I.
feathers everywhere. The ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Reynardo explained his brilliant gambit. sending Lapino to get the Iblis Stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too. Let me visit your council, she said, shaken. I want to help. Could he really trust her?
We should probably... Yeah, we're gonna trust her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He'd done it. He'd made Zenobia see how evil her father really was. He wished she didn't feel this urge to join in the rebellion. After all, he'd taken care of the Emperor, right? Yeah, but she'd always been conscientious like that. She told him she had to go somewhere first. So Reynardo gave her the location of the secret base, and they agreed to meet in the ruins. He had a very good feeling about this.
uh-oh. Have I
What had Zenobia gone off to do?
cocked up in
What
the
was
middle?
more important than meeting the rebel
I have
council?
no clue.
Had he made a mistake,
I
sending her
guess
to
we'll
the
see.
ruins? No. He knew they could trust each other. He could trust her because she never broke her word. And she could trust him because she could see right through him. Well, she'd probably be there well before him. She at least didn't have to fight her way through rainstorms of ravens. He thought about Hypatia. Oh, she'd been an amazing rabbit. She could talk to him about comics, and talk to her son about history and battles, and talk to scholars about the ancient tomes hidden deep in the vaults of the library of Ubar. Oh, Reynardo really missed her.
There we go. Hello, Evie. Are you here to bless the stream again?
Like Hello Kitty.
Eh. I love that we now break pot for pot.
Meow meow. Like the dancing kitties.
As he came around the bend, there was Lapino, unconscious on the side of the path. And Reynardo could smell a familiar, sweet, smoky scent. Who? Zenobia. It had to be. She never used a combat spell when she could use drowsy gas. That meant she had the Iblis Stone. What would it do to her? She hated her father now. She'd kill him for sure. The council wouldn't mind if she killed the Emperor, but murdering her father would destroy her. He had to get to whatever ledge she was on and talk her down from it. You blinked.
Well, let's go then.
Well, I guess we'll see if we made the wrong decision at that point.
I heard some meow meow cats and bunnies in the chat.
The long stairs.
Well, actually, that's a wolfie, I
So he
think.
was
Oh.
close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good. Barely landed a claw on him.
They didn't, technically. I keep forgetting that this door opens afterwards. Me, let me open this door.
Meanwhile, this door. What about me?
Alright. Hip, hip, hoop, hip. Shouldn't have trusted her.
Oh, let's see how it goes.
Everyone in the council chamber was dead. Zenobia stood shivering in the courtyard, drenched in blood. Why? He managed.
They started arguing with me. I lost my temper and I wanted their blood. Well, not me. The stone did. Why did you take it from Lupino? I had a plan. You had a stupid plan, she said. I'm going to go kill my father now. No, you can't. You'll just take his place. You'll become worse than him. Get out of my way, or I'll kill you too.
I will not get out of her way, probably, right?
Never.
Stop
Oh,
running.
let's see how.
You won't kill me, he said. And I won't let you kill the Emperor. Enraged, she raised the sword. You hate him too? He could sense the Iblastone, yearning for his death. But she didn't strike. If you kill him, it'll destroy you. I know you. Shut up! She shouted, her sword trembling. I won't lose you again. Not for anything. Get away from me, he said, and he was very close. I can't lose you again. And he was in reach of her sword now. I hate him! I hate you too! I love you, he said for the very first time. And then she was weeping. He was holding her. The sword had dropped from her hand. He glanced at the Iblastone. It was no longer the black of the void. It looked like coal. No. It glowed, like a cinder. It was crackling, burning, crumbling into ashes. You've always loved me, haven't you? She said. She was weak. The stone had taken so much from her. Always, he said. She staggered as he helped her up. Let me take you away. Where? The island of Avalon. The sisters will heal you. He'll follow us. Then we need the Farfarer, the fastest ship in the Empire. The Empire had seized his ship. They'd have to take it back.
It always ends up here, but yeah. I think I've done a mistake. I shouldn't have told her, because she'd never trust me for a plan.
Yeah. But I can see why you wanted to be honest with her. And trust her.
The portal was heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want it to go. Zenobia was in no shape to fight.
But he never fought so well. He wasn't fighting for money or loot or a cause. He was fighting for her. For them. His sword danced, his feet flew, and the ravens recoiled from his ferocity.
We are actually fighting really well. What the hell happened to me?
There was an inscription on the platform. Balaleka lessons, with an address.
Would you like some balalaika lessons? Do you mind, good sirs?
And there it was. His beautiful
I don't think they
skycraft.
care.
The Farfarer. They would fare very far indeed. Beyond the Empire. Beyond the reach of the Empire. To the mystical island of Avalon. He didn't know exactly where it was, but he knew he could find it. And they would find peace there. Second star on the right, and straight on till morning, laughed Zenobia. And they laughed together for the first time in a long
Second
time.
star on the right, straight on till morning. Isn't it the Neverland?
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to see Peter Pan. Ah!
Apparently we are.
Give me a skip. I need it.
surprisingly unwounded.
Even though, I am wounded, just not from this combat. We're doing good.
Yeah.
I still don't think this
think-
is like
Ooh.
the battle that we should have.
Probably not. But it's still an interesting plotline to see.
Yes, it is. Not. Oh. Sure. We're going.
Convenient. Well, apparently higher.
And higher. Oh, this is the one where my ship's attached. Nope. I shouldn't have said that I was doing so well last time.
Yeah.
I've died. Come on. It's the bomb dudes again. Oh no, you don't. Ah! I tried the fast blade, but honestly, it's really just the bomb dudes that keep messing me up.
Third time's the charm.
Oh no, you don't. Come on. We'll only use the freezing blade to take care of the bomb dudes. As I'm still dashing into one. Ooh.
Oh.
But they did not go unnoticed. Scout ships lifted off.
True
and the
hero.
long lance of the Imperial flagship. Reynardo turned downwind to gain speed. The Raven ships could pursue, but they couldn't close. The Far Speaker croaked, "You return her and live!" "Go sacrifice yourself," yelled Reynardo. "Then you won't have her either." On the flagship, the Emperor was readying some arcane weapon. It couldn't be. It was the core. A devastating beam lanced out of the flagship, Reynardo zigzagged wildly to keep the Farfair out of it. Now the Raven scout ships were closing the distance, and the beam was getting closer too. Then came a blinding flash, and the air was searingly hot all around him. There was a thunderous, deafening roar. He could smell burnt oak and burnt feathers and burnt flesh. But when he could hear and see again, they were alive and unhurt. And they were alone in the sky. Zenobia embraced him. They had done it. Through luck and through love, they had won the war. "Avalon, here we come," he said as he held her arms wide in the prow of the boat and let her feel its speed. "Maybe the real Avalon is wherever we're together," she said. And so, after a bit of an argument, Reynardo and Zenobia went to one of the two Avalons. The one shrouded in mists, or the one in their hearts. But which one they went to, I'll never tell. He'd done it. He'd forged his own destiny. Well, he hadn't actually done it, but he knew what he would do. Reynardo smiled at the book. He practically wanted to kiss it. The kid's sacrifice hadn't been in vain. He'd saved the book and saved the world. Reynardo owed him and his mother so much. Reynardo lowered the mainsail and let the Farfarer shoot forward in the breeze. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. This time, he would win.
Wow. Well done.
Hey. I wonder if in the end she would have gotten more pissed off if you kept it from her instead of like this, you trusted her. So
Well,
then in the end she learned to trust
I got the
you.
achievement through Hero, make all the correct options, so I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think something else would have cocked up.
I like that little spearhead.
Yeah, the Spearhead game show.
mascot. Now, how does it feel to finish the game?
Oh, actually good. Also, I like this game. Not gonna lie, it's a really good game.
Maybe sometime we can get that other game they made. It looks just as interesting.
I don't know which one that was.
Oh, I know I added it to my wish list on Steam. Now I'm kind of curious to look it up. Date added. Omen Sight.
Oh yeah, I got that one.
Oh, okay. Maybe we could do that one for a stream in the future. Logan Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
As I nearly dropped something.
No. While this is going, un momentus, please. Sorry, I needed to tell the missus something.
Alright.
There we go. Iblistone and Skyripper always active.
So you can have it without all, like, it trying to murderize you?
Well, I don't actually know what that did. Because we got the hero path complete.
Well, Didn't the Ibis Stone give you HP for killing?
Is that what it did? Because I
I
know
thought
I
that's what
also
it
get.
did.
No, I also got that Omen side. Yeah, I have Omen side. I don't actually know. I mean, that makes sense.
I don't remember what the Sky Ripper did.
It just floats about.
Mm-hmm.
What does the Sky Ripper do? I mean, you can search it up if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Just give me a moment. And then... Let's see, what does this say?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to see if this would actually tell me something. Oh.
I like how it glows. See, Lapino is now glowing. Ezra is glowing. The Elder Stone is glowing. The Emperor. Technically, that's not the Emperor.
Oh.
It's the thingy. Sky Ripper. Yeah, what does it do?
I think it's a game mode that makes the game more difficult. At least one of them might.
Well, that's technically not what we wanted, is it?
No, let's see.
But even though it's only been like, well, 1 hour and 40 minutes, I am going to end the stream here after like 1.5 hours. Because we finished the game. We've done it.
Like, huzzah.
Yeah.
It was really fun to watch.
I mean, technically, I could boot up another game for another half an hour, but, you know.
Yeah, it's like, be joyous in the fact we finished a game.
Yeah. And don't overdo it. This way, I can, like, have a lovely evening with my wife as well, if we want to. It is technically my holiday. I'm on vacation. So yes, at this point, we finished. We've done it. We've done the path of the hero.
Let's go.
So thank you everybody so much for joining us. Also, yeah, you wanted to say something?
It completely came, like, just flew out of my head.
That does happen.
So go ahead.
I was going to thank everybody for being here, for joining us. Thank you as well for joining me, Colleen.
Yeah, it was fun.
Always handy to have to, you know, it's always handy to have like an extra voice, but technically the narrator does most of the work in this game for me. I'm just sitting here pressing a button.
Yeah, I'm glad I, like, picked this game.
Yeah, and I was also see, because we still have Fist to clear. Naturally, Mass Effect is one of them. I don't know how much of Warhammer I will do, because it's very long-winded and usually it's just much of the same, which I don't mind, but try to get something different going.
It could be one of those games where if you don't want to play the others and you just want to bum around.
Well, also the point is it's very difficult to get that one to work on stream. So it takes me about 20 minutes to get it to work. Which I'll gladly do for if anyone is out there and was really like, oh, but I miss it. Please, sir, keep doing it some more. I'm like, yeah, fine, I'll try it. No promises.
You just have to plan ahead.
Exactly. And sometimes, you know, I wake up like 5 minutes before stream and I go, hey, stream!
Yeah, meanwhile, it's like, you know stream was like 5 minutes ago? And like, oh no!
And yet, I'm usually energetic when I'm on stream. I'm also usually half dead when I'm done. So, anyway, for everyone who's still here, thank you so much for joining us in Reynardo into the Hero's Path. Too bad I couldn't show you all what the Iblis Stone could do, because I know of one of the endings of that one. And hopefully you'll all join us tomorrow, where we'll do probably Fist Forged in Shadow Torch if Saf isn't here, or otherwise we continue with Mass Effect because we are getting close to the end.
Eventually I'll get there.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, so much for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye.